Magic the Gathering just dropped all 4 deck lists for the new Final Fantasy Precons, and today I want to review the Cloud Precon, also known as Limit Break. Now I'm going to be ranking it on a few things. How are the new cards? How are the reprints? Is the deck strong enough out of the box? Next, what value are you getting in the cards? Would you be better off buying singles? And does the deck need upgrades? Now make sure to stick around to the end because I've got a gift for you, and trust me, it's worth it. And one last thing before I get started, please subscribe. I'm going to release a video like this for every deck, so trust me, you'll want to stick around. We've got 2 commander choices for this deck. We've got Cloud, who's focused on getting equipments to create treasure tokens. The goal will be to deal as much commander damage as possible in order to win, and then Tifa, who lets you get an additional combat phase. While an additional combat phase is very strong, especially combined with strong creatures, I think Cloud's ability to get treasure tokens out onto the field and to draw additional cards allows him to hammer out really quick wins. For this reason, I'm going to choose Cloud as the better commander. Now let's take a look at some of the insane new cards. Vincent Vengeful Atoner is an absolutely goated card. Anytime you deal combat damage to a player, this guy gets stronger. When he gets strong enough, he deals damage to every opponent on the field equal to his power. With him having Menace, meaning 2 creatures after block, this is going to be a card that can close out games if people aren't careful. Bugenhagen, Wise Elder, is a really cheap mana dork that might end up being a good alternative to Birds of Paradise. It's a 1/3 with reach, the ability to draw cards, and can be used as a mana dork. While not directly interacting with Cloud, this card is insane for its cheap cost. But if you thought those were good, get ready for these next 2. Red 13 Proud Warrior, a way to give all of your modified creatures vigilance and trample. Not only that, but you can bring something back from the graveyard when casted. This guy is nuts, but not nearly as good as the next card. Last up, we've got my GOAT, Sephiroth Fallen Hero. Every modified creature, meaning equipped, enchanted, or with some kind of counter, becomes a 7/5 whenever Sephiroth attacks. Not only this, Sephiroth can bring himself back to the field super easily. This card will cook your opponents if you let it. But that doesn't mean we just have new amazing cards. We've also got some pretty spicy reprints. Let's take a look. Armory Automaton is going to let you equip equipment for absolutely free, both when he enters or attacks. While being incredibly simple, being able to save for a bit on mana is going to make or break, and sometimes it's all you need. Bronze Guardian is here to make your equipment harder to take off the field. His power is equal to the number of equipments you control, and he's got double strike to help out as well. A very strong card to keep in the deck for any occasion. And last up, we've got Hero's Blade, a super strong equipment that can bring Cloud right up to that 7 power he needs to activate his second ability. Not to mention, if this card is on the field before Cloud, the equip cost is free. Okay, but we can keep talking about cards all day. Let's make sure you're getting your money's worth when you're buying this precon. Reviewing every new Final Fantasy card from my TCG player cart, because prices will definitely be changing, I had an order value of $139. Needless to say, you're getting your money's worth in this deck. Let's take a look at some of the most valuable additions in the deck. Clever Concealment allows you to reduce the cost by tapping permanents. Then, a number of creatures can phase out to your next turn. A very solid protection spell. Firelit Thicket allows you to tap for 2 red, red and green, or just 2 green. Plenty of versatility with how you use your mana. Sword of the Animist allows you to search for basic lands when equipped creature attacks. A slight problem I have with this card is that the deck has a total of 9 basic lands, which is a problem, but I digress. Last up, we've got Darksteel Plate, which is going to give your creatures indestructible while also being indestructible itself. So while we've got plenty of money in the non-Final Fantasy cards, expect there to be more than $139 worth of value in these cards. This is well worth your money. Now, as for upgrades, what can we slide into the deck to maybe make it a little bit better? If you aren't a fan of your opponents having equipments or enchantments, Aura Shards is a good game changer to throw into the deck. I think it's a good card for any green or white deck, but definitely here. The Fighter Class Saga allows you to search for equipments, pay less to equip them, and force a creature to block one of your attacking creatures. Overall, very solid, especially if you find a way to remove counters. But to keep myself from talking about upgrades, the last one I'll talk about for this video is Stone Hero Giant, a creature that can let you tutor for equipments multiple times. Overall, insanely good. Now I want to talk about the deck overall. I'm probably going to give this an A tier rating. The deck is super solid, you're getting your money's worth in the cards, and it's very strong overall. Whether you're new to Magic or you're a vet, I think this will be an easy to pick up deck that's ready to go right out of the box. So it is definitely worth a pickup. But the video's not over yet. I've got that gift that I promised you. If you check the description, I've linked a Cloud deck that I put together way before this deck list ever came out. If you'd like to try out the strategy that Cloud has, this is definitely worth a check. Thank you so much for watching, subscribe to see more, and I hope to see you in the next video.